welcome to part 5 of the 100 Baby Challenge Season 2. And in this episode, Steph spends time at home doing skills and playing with her kids. And also, she goes to a romance festival. Hey, gets her out of the house. I don't care what kind of festival it is, to be honest, or if it's a dance party. As long as she gets out of the house. That's all that matters. Anyways, I just figured out that you can save pools as a room. Because I want to put... Because the Lex-shaped pool she has in her front yard, I want Stan have it in the Season 2 of the Male 100 Baby Challenge. I want Stan to have it in his yard. Okay? So, it can be saved, pools can be saved as a room. That's the first thing I discovered. I mean, you learn new things every day. At least in my opinion. Also, I'm on episode... I have some paper. I've written everything down. I'm on episode 69. I just finished episode 68, and Zev just ran out of food for the party, so she's making a few last minute things. And I'm on child 44. I think I said that the last episode. It's just that these kids, they're the hardest to age up because you can see them trying to skip school. A couple of times. Like, are you kidding me, man? These are going to be the hardest kids to age up. Well, the ones I got now, the current 6 I got in my house. I mean, the current 7 kids I got I have in the house. It's just, they don't want to age up. That's understandable. You don't want to grow up too fast, but, Zev can't move on with the challenge unless somebody gets an A in school and graduates from high school. Otherwise I can't. They're just going to live at home. That's part of the rules. They have to have an A before they can move out. Well, an A for kids so they can age up to a teenager, and then a teenager has to have an A before they move out of the house. Okay, that I want to clear up. That's Umar. Hey, Umar, why is he crying? Because somebody died. It's always somebody dying. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody's always dying in my game, and it's sad. That's live next to the ocean, huh? It makes it look like she's living on planet water. Don't you think? Does it look like she's living on planet water? And on a floating city? You think? Think of, the 3rd season of Lex. And now Tulip wants to come over. Her sister Tulip. First her brother Umar wanted to come over. And now her sister Tulip. Okay, come on in. It happens to be Zev who's working on skills. Now she gotta stop working on skills and invite her sister in. She had to stop. She was working on a skill, and then her brother showed up. So she had to stop what she's doing to let him in. Then she got back to what she was doing. Then Tulip came over. And now she had to stop what she was doing to let her sister in. Hope no other siblings is coming over. Or any other relative. This is a long episode. Yep, a long episode. Make Simley. You just raided my fridge, you turd. Did I say you can raid my fridge? Out of my house right now. You can't hang out with me if you're just going to raid my fridge. That's not cool with me, okay? You don't raid my fridge. I don't go over house and raid your fridge. Because, seriously, you go over somebody's house in their game. In this game. You go over somebody's house and try to make your own food. Or try to raid their fridge. They say, oh, stop. This is inappropriate behavior. But they get mad if you tell them that. Talent showcase. Should we get rustic residence? How's a talent showcase at a residence? Doesn't make any sense. You all were trying to trick me, and that's not cool. You let me all trick Kai a few times, but Zev will not be tricked, okay? You cannot fool Zev. You cannot just sit there and invite her. She'll check. She'll do a background check and see where you're really inviting her. She's not stupid. Not like Kai. I mean, he's not stupid. He was just gullible a few times. He was just caught off guard. I mean, he's a busy guy. I mean, he's busy making kids and busy taking care of his kids, and he just got caught up in the moment and realized, oh, you really didn't want to invite me to the romance festival, did you? Dang it, Denver. Oh, I really should be going. At least Tulip knew not to raid the fridge. Now, Zev went over to somebody's house. If Zev went over to Tulip's house to raid her fridge, she's like, "Stop! This is inappropriate behavior." But they're allowed to come over and do it to you. It's not fair. It's totally not fair. Not fair at all. Yeah, we're selling all this fish before it gets rotten in our inventory. They do spoil. I just don't want to stink up our inventory. Still working on painting skill. And like I said, we're at episode 69 and we are pretty much done with all the skills. Like, what is there left to do? Oh my gosh. Stan is going to be fun. You know why Stan... After I get the first 50 kids done here and going over to Stan, you know why that's going to be fun? Because he's going to start the cooking skill from he's going to have the fresh food trait that you get when you complete the Master Chef aspiration. That way food stays fresh and excellent quality and stuff. But he's going to start from level 1 cooking. That way you can start from level 1 and not everything's going to catch on fire. At least I hope not. You can have the trait where your Master Chef trait, the trait you get after complete the Master Chef aspiration, the food doesn't spoil. You can still have that, make excellent quality food, starting at level 1, and not have my sin burn the place down. That would be nice. Well, it's a done decision. Stan will start his challenge in Oasis Springs, because by the time I get to Stan, I don't think there'll be any new packs out. I mean, it's rumored that the New Island Paradise pack won't be out until the end of June. Gosh, I'll be in the Stan's challenge by then. I'll be halfway done with it, with the season 2 of this challenge. By the end of the month, probably. By the end of this month. Well, by the end of May, we'll be working on Stans. It'll be some time before I can get the Prince Hunter Baby Challenge. I'll be able to get the Stan by the beginning of June. Start pre-recording his episodes. Probably. That is not a promise. I don't know. Our pre-recording schedule. You know what's annoying? Every time I turn around, somebody breaks that stinking dollhouse. You know what I did towards the... By the time I'm in the 60s episodes, you know what I did? I took the dollhouse and put stuffed animals in its place. I mean, the stuffed animals. Because, seriously, I am fed up with the breaking of the dollhouse. I get so fed up with that sometimes. I remember fixing it, and then 2 seconds later it's broken again. Like, I give up. I took out the dollhouse and put the stuffed animals there. Yeah. You know what You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about doing a Pokemon theme room or something for the kids. Cause I think it's because I was always into Pokemon, and I think about doing a room for her, but in my Sims game. Also, I'm still debating what kind of house I want for the last generation Zev, which will be the 6th generation, and the final Zev to be doing the challenge. I'm not making any more Zevs. You can forget it. No more. No, I'm not going to 300. No, thank you. This will make 200 since season 2, going up to 200 kids instead of 100. But still 100 in season 2. That's why I almost called it the 200 baby challenge, because it's season 2 and we're going for another 100 instead, so equal 200. But I'm calling it 100 baby challenge season 2. So what house should the last generation Zev to live in? I mean, I got many ideas. I mean, I'm not sure which one I want her to live in. I got the Christmas theme Lex. You know, I have the build video for that on my YouTube channel. I already did the Frozen Lex with the 2nd generation, so we ain't need to worry about that. Valentine Lex I already did with the 3rd generation Zev. I'm not doing the underwater Lex. I think about using that for Prince. The subterranean Lex. I have that build on my YouTube channel. Not the gazebo Lex. That would not be livable. Get famous Lex. I'm already using that in my Super Sim challenge, but I can still use it. The Get Famous Lex, I have that build. Lex and Little Lex, which I use in I use the 4th generations of. Lex Manor. Strangerville Lex. Prince temporarily used in the Super Sim challenge. I do have that build up as well on my channel. The Summer Lex, not the Summer Lex, this is what I'm using right now. The original Lex, which I used in the 1st generation of 100 Baby Challenge. Temple of Lex. I don't like the Temple of Lex. I really don't. It's not my favorite. Lex Castle. Prince is living in it in Stan's 100 Baby Challenge. I have a Black Lex, which is the one Stan is currently living in. I mean, Kai. The one Kai was living in. I forgot to add the inverted Lex. The inverted Lex, which there's a build on my channel. Build video for that. We didn't throw about Stan's Lex. That's for Stan. I have a duplex. I made the video for it, but it's not going to be up anytime soon because I have gotten other videos ahead of it on my upload schedule. So there's that. You can't live in the Lex Vet Clinic or the restaurant. So, I don't know, man. There's a choice between the Christmas Lex, the Subterranean Lex, the Get Famous Lex, the one, the Get Famous Lex, the one I'm talking about is the one Prince is living in. The one that Prince lived in Del Sol Valley, on top of the Pinnacles, in the Super Sim Challenge. We got that. We still use it though. Yeah. So there's one called Famous Lex, but not with the stairs and behind the legs. No, not that one. There's one called Get Famous, as Prince is living in the Pinnacles in the Super Sim Challenge. That he did, because he did live in an apartment, and he moved back. Just that house he lived in right before he moved out into an apartment to get the city native aspiration. There is the Lex Manor. There is a build video for that. I said that, I think. I think it was a Glass Lex. No, I'm not using Glass Lex. I know I'm going to use the Underwater Lex for Prince. The Subterranean Lex. Should Zeb live underground? The next generation Zeb? I mean, here's the thing I want. I mean, if it's the final generation of Zeb, I want to go all out. So what should our theme should our house be? I want to know. And here's what I'll do. By the time I get to the end, by the time I finish, get toward the end, I'm going to ask a question. I want to do an ice thing, but it could be anything. I just want to go all out for Zev. For the final generation of Zev. I'm stuck between houses. Or should I can make a poll, depending on which house I want to use. Or y'all can come up with a different thing. And I can make it. And I give y'all credit, I swear. And, I think it'll be cool. To have I don't know. Have your idea. Or, y'all choose what I already have, or have an idea of your own for a theme, and that's going to be displayed on YouTube. I'll be making a video of the build, and you'll see it through gameplay. So that'll be something. I'll make a question about that later. On my channel. I mean on my page, on my own page. I don't know how you make questions on your channel. I don't know how you do a poll. I don't know how you do that. You must be monetized, I guess. Because I'm not monetized. Told you we go to the Romance Festival. We gotta do this. It says we're gonna be looking for love. I can't help but spoil episodes ahead of time. Zev hooks up with Bunny. I think I mentioned that before. I think y'all, those who think about the episode Dutch Treat. Because Bunny's like, I'm a very complicated woman, Mr. President. I'm very complicated. Because Priest knew that Zeb brought her to ecstasy. Priest knew that Zeb brought her to ecstasy. And he's like, Bunny, Answer me honestly. You didn't go over to the other team, haven't you? Now Zeb is gonna marry Bunny. We're gonna have a wedding. That's not for some time. I'm only on episode 69. We ain't even that far yet, okay? We're on child number 44. And they're still kids. We got 2 teenagers, 3 kids, and 2 toddlers. And it's a Monday. That means meeting up on Tuesday. Because the teenagers, they got B's. And the kids got B's. So maybe they'll age up all together. Have one big birthday bash. I mean, it's not too far of a reach, you know? And then Zeb can quickly move on with this challenge. I mean, Kai was able to do this challenge. I mean, he finished the challenge in just 68 episodes. Wait, hold on. 67 episodes. And we're on episode 69 with Zev. And we're not even done. We're not even halfway done. And Kai finished his challenge in 67 episodes, but we used 4 episodes. No, he finished it in 68 episodes. Yeah, Kai finished his challenge in 68 episodes. But here we're at 69 episodes, and we're not done. That's because Kai kind of cheated a little bit, because there's no official rules to the male hunter baby challenge, and yet still I finished it, and yet nobody has corrected me. So there are technically no rules to the male hunter baby challenge. Considering how many people are doing it, there's no rules. I mean, it's similar to the female sim hunter baby challenge, but it's slightly different. You can cheat a little bit, but you can't cheat too much. When I do cheat, it's just, I try not to make it too obvious. If I do, I apologize. I do kind of change genders, because I didn't get to do that. And through most of the Hunter Baby Challenge with the Zebs, I hardly got to have any gender influence. This one, if there's only one kid, add 2. So I really want to get it over with. But still, I'm at episode 69. And hopefully I got some kids aging up. Because, seriously, I had one episode. Well, the 2 teenagers, they're twins, but they aged up different. The teenagers different days. One aged up on a Friday, and the other one aged up on a Monday. Because seriously, they're all trying to skip school, and this is why it's gonna be hardest to age them up and get them out of my house. Because they're trying to skip school. I called them a couple times trying to skip school. They think their mother isn't looking. Nope. They're not. They're not getting away with not going to school. Kids will skip school. I never skipped school. I know if I tried to skip school, I get in trouble. I didn't want to get in trouble. I was always I was always the kid that tried to avoid trouble. Well, it was different when I was like 13, 14 years old, maybe 15. I was rebelling a little bit. But after that, I had that out of my system, and I didn't want to get in trouble anymore. Especially in high school. 'Cause I know high school is tough when it comes to getting in trouble. Like, they suspend you, and they can expel you. Alright, they give you after school detention. Who's gonna pick me up after school? I don't know. So, I try to avoid all that. Avoid getting in trouble. Doesn't mean I haven't been sent to the office. Because I have a couple of times. There was this one time when I was a sophomore. Actually, a couple times when I was a sophomore, I was sent to the office for identical purposes. Okay. The first time, I had a major crush on one of my teachers. And it had like a diary type of thing. Yeah, like agenda book where you write all your homework and stuff down. It's like a date book, but it's for writing down all your homework so you don't forget. And on some of the pages I would write obscene stuff about my teacher. Very provocative stuff. And somewhere during my sophomore year, I had a class. I left my desk just to sharpen my pencil. And my agenda book was sitting right there for everybody to see. And people were reading it. Oh boy. And everybody was asking me questions. I didn't have I was too embarrassed to answer, but thank goodness the bell rang. And I went to my best friend and asked her for help. I came to her and said, I think I'm going to get in trouble. Maybe not for help, maybe just for comfort. It's like, I think I'm going to get in trouble. It's only just a matter of time, because a lot of people because my best friend, she read my agenda book, okay? She's read it before. And, because I trust her. I still do. And at this time, yeah, I trust her. It's like, I think I'm going to get in trouble. People read my agenda book and during second period. And so then I went straight to my third period class. And the next thing I know, during class right before lunch. No, this is right after lunch. But before lunch, I decided, since I knew I was going to get in trouble, I had this feeling someone was going to turn me in. So I took all the pages with the provocative stuff on it, tore it out of my agenda book, and threw it in the trash. I mean, as I'm heading over to lunch, I threw it in one of the garbage bins. Just right before the janitor came by and took out the trash. Thank goodness. And then after lunch, I'm called to the office, telling me to bring my agenda book. Okay. I take my agenda book there, and they go through it, and there's nothing in there. It's like, what happened to the pages? I didn't deny that they were there, and I ripped them out and threw them away. Because the stuff I've written in there, I was going to get in more trouble. They threatened to tell the teacher named in the book, in the agenda book, tell them what I've written, or something like that. And they were going. I was looking at some serious. If that provocative stuff was still in my agenda book, I would be looking at some serious trouble. But since they couldn't prove anything except my word, I was given a warning and sent back to class. And then the next day, I quickly went home and told my parents, in which I got in trouble. Oh man, boy, did I get in trouble. And then I went back to school and told Celeste somebody turned me in. I had this feeling someone where he was. And then my best friend confessed that she was the one that turned me in. I'm like, I would not have gotten mad if it was somebody else. But my own best friend turned me in. Oh man, that's just uncalled for, okay? Very uncalled for. I gave her the silent treatment for a while. At least for a couple of days, I gave her the silent treatment. Okay? That's how mad I was. And then I went home and told my mom that it was Celeste that turned me in. Yeah, that's her name. I can't believe I used her name. We're still friends. We're still friends to this day. Don't get me wrong. My mom's like, maybe you should question your friendship between you and your friend. Is she really your friend? She just turned you in. She's like, I can't stay mad at anybody, And it happened a few months later. My best friend had a crush on a teacher too, but wasn't as provocative of writing it down anywhere that everybody could see. She was quiet about it. But she told me. And I wrote a little note and put it in her book saying she had a crush on Mr. So-and-so. And it fell out of her textbook for a teacher to see. And of course, the principal knew my MO and called me to the office like, did you write this? Because my best friend knew I wrote that. Because she knows my handwriting. She knows I wrote that. Nobody else knew she had a crush on Mr. So-and-so. Not the same teacher I had a crush on, but a teacher named Mr. So-and-so. I'm not going to be naming teachers. And, well, I didn't get in too much trouble for that. They gave me another warning. I was like, that was supposed to be a joke for my friend. Not for... It was supposed to be a joke and it backfired. See, I can't do anything without trying to do anything good or do a joke without backfiring in my face. That's how much luck I have. I'm talking about this stuff, we're at the Romance Festival. I'm not a crush on those teachers now. Oh my gosh, no. No. But I do try to kind of add the teacher-student relationship vibe into my Emerald Lust stories. But not kind of, no. It's more like, if I do any kind of relationship between teacher and student, it's mostly like a teacher sees him as a father figure or something. Anyways, we're getting close to the end of this video, so stay tuned for part 6. New skill day. Something to look forward to.